Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone, and welcome to today's Fireside Chat on digital transformation in the fashion industry. My name is Behnam, Editor-in-Chief at Cohen Textile Journal, and I'm honored to be your moderator for this insightful discussion. In today's session, we will explore how digitalization is reshaping the fashion and textile industry, optimizing costs and driving sustainability. We will also discuss the adoption of digital transformation in key manufacturing regions and the opportunities that lie ahead. To help us dive deeper into these topics, I'm pleased to introduce our distinguished panelists. First of all, Mr. Jalil Zeki, Vice President at Delta Egypt Company. With a strong background in textile manufacturing, Mr. Jalil is the forefront of implementing digital advancement in one of the region's leading textile and apparel companies. And also we have Mr. Milas Levent, Director Sales Customer Success, the Europe, Middle East, and Africa at Coats Digital Company. Milas brings extensive experience in digital solution for the textile and apparel industry, helping manufacturers optimize their operation through technology-driven strategies. Thank you both for joining us today. Let's get started with our discussion. Okay, Mr. Jalil, what are the key challenges in the fashion manufacturing today, especially in your region?
Hi, hello everyone. I'm pleased to being here and thank you for the invitation. Well, actually, I've been working in Egypt for more than 1.5 years and also have experience in Egypt and Mexico and Turkey and several countries. And I've been involving is all the challenge about textile manufacturing and fashion manufacturing. Especially in Egypt, we face several challenges that affect efficiency, competitiveness, and also growth. Of course, there are many things, but if I like to highlight the main things that I can say that one of the main challenge is the devaluation of the Egyptian pound. Because it is increasing our imported material for the equipment. The other challenge is about supply chain and raw material issues. Actually, Egypt relies on important fabric, accessories, dyes, and chemicals. And the bureaucracy in the custom really taking a long time, and long process in the custom is causing delay of our material arrival. It's also affecting on-time delivery. The other issue is, I can say, this labor and workforce challenge. It's really one of the biggest challenge in Egypt. Lack of skilled workers reduce efficiency and quality. And many factories use outdated methods, making less competitive globally to Egypt manufacturing. The other thing is that I can say using technology and infrastructure. Actually, many factories still using manual process and outdated methods and lowering productivity and quality. Manufacturers are behind using data-driven decision and modern technologies and like fast track or RFID project and modernization. These are the main challenge in Egypt, the majority of affecting the growth and also competitiveness. But I must also highlight that opportunity for the growth. Yes, despite this challenge, Egypt has strength in strategic location. It is the biggest country and most population in Egypt is the highest in Far East. This is strengthening the potential of Egypt in the future, and the growth of the company's young age is more than 4%. The other side, the other benefits is free trade agreement, such as QUIZ. QUIZ with USA is really attractive for many brand and the customer. And also, as I said, large and cheap workforce, lower energy cost is really making very attractive. So What can be done for the future, for the better opportunity, growth? I think investing in the training, automation, and strength in supply chain is really make us very competitive. That's why I'm really focusing this area, my company, to improve the skill of the people, and also working with Coast Digital to improve our strong supply chain and also using the system for more efficient product.
Thanks, Mr. Jalil, for sharing the challenges in your region as well as talking about the opportunities for growth. It was quite insightful. Thank you again. Now, let me ask next question to our second guest, Mr. Milas Levent. Mr. Milas, in what ways Coach Digital is enabling digital transformation to drive progress and innovation within the fashion industry? And please also explain what is exactly the digital transformation. Is it pertaining to IT only, or does it have a broader perspective? Please, if you could elaborate on this as well. Thank you.
But the Coats, because we are a part of the Coats, is the most known trade supplier all around the world and has a history of 270 years, headquartered in London, listed on FTSE and supporting over 20,000 employees over the world. So our mission and vision to be relentless pioneers and creating value added products and also solutions that meet our clients' changing need. And therefore, the Coast Digital is founded as a part of the Coach and to provide the critical supply chain components and services, global apparel and fashion industry. We are trusted value-added partner. It's important to state here that we are not only the software providers, but we're bringing the expertise of our 270 years history and stand by our customer through all of their digital transformation journey. I underlined that we are not just only software suppliers. So it's very important here. Now we can speak a little bit about the digital transformation. The digital transformation, I worked as a digital transformation consultant in my previous role since 2018. At the very beginning of the digital transformation age, it has been taken as an IT business, which is extremely long. So digital transformation exactly has got two parts. So first is, of course, the information technologies. I'm not denying the information technologies as a part of digital transformation. Artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, big data, and etc. are crucial part of the digital transformation. But these are only the tools that we can use to transform. But what are we going to transform? The people forget at the very beginning, what does the transformation means? In order to use these mentioned tools, you need to transform something. But what? And the answer is, indicates the second element of the digital transformation, the operational technologies with abbreviation OT. IT cannot be taken separately from the operation technologies. The definition of the digital transformation could be stated very simply like this: transforming the industrial know-how by using information technologies such as artificial intelligence, big data, data analytics, AR, VR, additive manufacturing. So without the industrial know-how, the digital transformation cannot achieve something. So, well, again, IT is not only for the digital transformation. Also, you need to have the know-how, and you need to transform your know-how. As Coast Digital, as a global provider of specialist technology-based solution, industry-best practice expertise, Coast Digital focuses exclusively on delivering significant and measurable cost, speed, and productivity improvements to the brands, retailers, sourcing companies, and the manufacturers. In another simple words, all teams are coming from the fashion industry, know the industrial problems, and with our great software development team, we are providing digital transformation solutions by considering the industry know-how and IT. And we are providing solutions for time cost optimization with GST cost, capacity planning with FRP, and the fabric optimization solutions with FRF. So if you would like to tell about what is the digitalization is not only the IT, you need to know what is the know-how. And so that it is very important to be also at the industrial side as a part of the digital transformation.
Great. Thank you very much, Mr. Milas, for your insightful response. Now, moving on the next question, I think I'd like to ask Mr. Jalil. Mr. Jalil, in today's world, production efficiency is more critical than ever. Everybody knows it. And with ongoing global crisis, economic, challenges, and the increasing market pressure on the manufacturers, companies are constantly seeking way to optimize their operation. How does Coats Digital support Delta Galil in enhancing performance and efficiency in the textile and apparel industry?
Yeah, actually, it's nice to meet Milas here because he mentioned about codes, and it's a really very professional organization. Is more than 270 years old, and it's really same age with the industry revolution. Also, I'm also proud to be part of Codes Trade in the past, and most of my experience I spent there, and I was in charge of EMA region and responsible for 15 countries performance all around EMA. So knowing that you know how strong companies cost, and after that, of course, I work in Mexico and the other region to know that. When I joined Delta Galil, I noticed that we have been using Code's digital system, and so I'm very glad to see that we are using this Code's digital system very successfully. Actually, this is really a useful system because for efficiency, for on-time delivery, first you need to start with better planning. For better planning, I think really digital solution provided by Codes is really our main tool because there are two areas that one is fast track. Actually, this is really a good system to use, a very useful system for macro and micro level planning. So it is really improving our own on-time delivery. And also, it is not only about this. Once we are making better planning and reduce change over time and also better sequence of the production, so we improve our efficiency about 10-20%. Of course, there are so many factors, but the main tool that to improve our efficiency is the fast react system. Of course, the other thing is for competitive advantage is GST costing system. It's really giving us very disciplined way to adjust our cost, reduce our standard minute value, and improve productivity. Actually, we are efficiently calculating our cost, our improvement. So that's why I can say that this system is very useful tool for our operation.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Jalil, for sharing those valuable inputs with us. As Mr. Jalil earlier mentioned, planning is one of the main areas in overall operation. With a robust planning tools, Fast React Plan, you can plan well and bring efficiencies across functions and reduce costs. Also, with GST cost, you are saving costs by reducing SMVs, and you also gain a competitive advantage by using scientific methods. So I think that's great, and thank you very much. I think moving on the next question, I'd like to ask Mr. Milas. Milas, how do Fast React Plan and GST costs help manufacturer achieve manufacturing excellence?
Thank you. And I think that first we need to also again define what the manufacturing excellence is. The manufacturing excellence is a pursuit of optimal performance in production processes by maximizing the efficiency, quality, and innovation while minimizing the waste and cost. So it's achieved through a combination of components, just like lean manufacturing or Six Sigma or digital transformation that we mentioned the previous minutes ago. So, and also the continuous improvement as a part of it, which fosters a culture of innovation and adaptability, workforce engagement, so ensuring employees are skilled, motivated, and aligned with the organizational goals, and of course the sustainable practices, integrating eco-friendly and resource-efficient methods. Together, these elements create a competitive, agile, and resilient manufacturing environment that meets evolving the market demands. So, if we will make it more clear and basic, so the most basic efficiency formula could be defined as follow: input divided by output. I know that it's not also very well also matched with the real life, but it's so simple. Input divided by output. It's very simple to law of the conversion of the energy. So energy will never get lost, but turns out to something like heat, motion, and etc. If we will talk about the manufacturing, then we can see that the input is clear. For an example, for apparel business, the main input is the fabric, isn't it? So the output is the product. But think about this. If you don't know your real capacity, the measured efficiency will be not correct. So you can measure even 100%, though in the reality, it's not like you as you think. So there's a hidden efficiency in each shop floor. So lean manufacturing name 8 wastes for that in order to reduce this non-efficient point. So that transport, inventory, motion, waiting, overproduction, overprocessing, defects, and skills. So with preventing these wastes, you can reach your own potential, but how? There is the question, isn't it? So GST course is providing a unique solution to reach your maximum efficiency potential with adding more productivity on the shop floor. So GST costs basically do not depend on variables, just like the time study or historical estimation. So in GST methodology, we define motion costs, which is independent from regions, cultures, countries, and this basic human motions is being gathered together just like Legos to create the first operations, just like attach color, insert, interlining, and then the features just like color, slaves, and etc. And finally, style for like just simple example is shirt. So the time study is highly depending on your colleague's performance and not a global value. And historical estimation is far away from the reality. People has to assume that all the conditions from the previous years will be the same for the next year. So which is impossible. In order to act scientifically, there should be no variables. So with that approach, we can provide to our customers at least increasing the overall OTDP, on-time delivery performance, by 5%, increasing the productivity by 5%, and also reduce the production cost by 3%. Another advantage of the GST course is to discover the ways defined a few seconds ago, just like transport and waiting, the 8 waste, as you remember that, while applying the methodology on the shop floor. The unwanted transport or waiting waste will come onto surface and also it can be eliminated. This is part one. And fast track plan is a legendary planning tool for the fashion industry. Planning is the maybe most time consuming part and the hard part across all operations. A lot of people needs to be correctly followed up, and also each mistake can cause great firefighting on the shop floor, which will end with overtime or late shippings or air shipments. So what is the data created in the many companies? ERP data with order information, sometimes shop floor data created by RFID or different IoT sensors or etc. And but in between, usually nothing. It's being used some spreadsheets at there. This part is exactly belonging to planning. So Fast Track Plan is a dynamic, highly visual planning automation tool and seamlessly manage the capacity, pre-production, and the materials. So it's connected between the mentioned systems to create the visibility, which is the most crucial part of the digital transformation. On the planning, with its modules, FRP can manage material and supply, demand, and critical path, which called in some companies as time and action plans, and of course the capacity planning. With our solution, companies can manage whole capacity, increase their efficiency on the shop floor, and can prevent the overtime or rework. With FRP, we provide OTDP, improving by 10 to 30%, increase the productivity by 3 to 10%, reduce the lead time by 10 to 30%. In a nutshell, increasing the productivity and efficiency, preventing unexpected failures, overtime or rework, that's all lead to improve the manufacturing excellence with our softwares and solutions.
Okay, thank you, Milas, for your complete response on this topic. Now, let's move to the next question for Mr. Jalil. Mr. Jalil, today it's widely recognized that the textile industry must become more sustainable. not only for environmental reasons, but also for future generation and other things. As a result, companies these days are increasingly focused on the sustainability and producing greener products. I want to ask, how do digital advancement contribute to achieving sustainability in the textile and apparel industry, particularly within your company?
For apparel manufacturers, sustainability is no longer optional because consumers, brands are now more demanding. So we should understand this and we should take our actions based on this demand. Especially for the textile industry, we cannot continue with our old way of manufacturing. We must adopt technology to streamline operations, reduce waste, reduce energy consumption. This will all make us more efficient and agile. So there is no other alternative way. That's why, as a manufacturer, we should be very close to improvement, development, technology, digital manufacturing. These are all must for our future. Of course, for Delta Galil, we are caring about sustainability too much. And one of the biggest tools that efficiency, once you focus on efficiency, so it affects everything around the environment, its effect around the financial, its effect about the people issue. So that's why using the technology like RFID project now, we are working on this, and it is really a on-time monitoring system and real-time. So it is really, I think, helping our efficiency. Actually, also Milas mentioned that, when he's talking about TST, if we are really not measuring correctly, we cannot see the improvement. That's why, in order to measure correctly, we need to use the technology. That's why RFID project now is one of the tools. Of course, we are using CODES digital system for long year, and every year we are benefiting from this. And also automation project is also helping to reduce our labor force, energy consumption, and the waste. So all kind of approach is improving our quality and improving our sales and growth. So that's why sustainability is part of our business.
So thank you, Mr. Jalil. Let's continue with sustainability with Milas. Milas, I want to ask, as Mr. Jalil mentioned very well, these days sustainability is not an optional anymore. If you want to have a good role in supply chain and also, especially in export market, you have to be sustainable. You have to produce sustainable product. But for sure, if we want to achieve this goal, we need some tools and the technology that help us. I would like to ask how CODES Digital Solutions helping manufacturers to improve their sustainability credentials.
Thank you very much for asking this question. I will thank Mr. Jalil that he has also given a great insight for this is not an option right now. It's something that we need to follow up. It's a part of our business. And when the sustainability is first introduced in manufacturing, I'm not just only talking about the fashion, all the industries, all the manufacturing, it often starts as a response to external pressures such as regulatory requirements, customer expectations, or cost-saving opportunities. Initially, manufacturers may see sustainability as a compliance necessity and rather than a strategic advantage. So the focus is usually on reducing waste, improving energy efficiency, and minimizing the environmental effect and impact to meet legal standards and avoid penalties. Over the time, as we spoken previous minutes ago, so that as manufacturers recognize the long-term benefits, sustainability evolves from a reactive approach to the proactive strategy. So integrating eco-friendly innovations, circular economy principles, and also ethical supply chain into correct business operations, this transitions transforms sustainability from a cost-driven obligation into a value-creating opportunity that enhance efficiency, brand reputation, and competitiveness. So As Mr. Jalil also quoted, here we go again with discussing the efficiency. So efficiency is very important to also get this sustainability goals. In order to improve the efficiency on the shop floor, companies may follow the lean manufacturing principles or easily can integrate the GST cost methodology and software in their shop floors and processes. So GST cost is a scientific tool which is not depending on some variables, as I also mentioned a few minutes ago. So by using it in the shop floor, wastes like unnecessary transportation and movements will be visible and can be eliminated. So you can see the real potential and the efficiency. On the other hand, according to ethical manufacturing, and sustainability is a subtopic of ethical manufacturing, and it is also named by that, by eliminating the unnecessary motions, creating a scientific standard, the unexpected overtime will reduce dramatically, which will create more happy employees. And plus on that, more efficient manufacturing will reduce the energy consumption and rework. On the other hand, with data-driven planning, companies can use their whole potential. So FRP, Fast Track Plan, provides a great visibility on all aspects like time and action plans, or you can call it critical path, material planning, and capacity planning. With the macro planning, companies can see the load of their factories on vendors instantly, so they can place their orders to available ones. With micro planning, the factories can place their orders to the most suitable line, but it will be not enough. As spoken more than once, unfortunately, real life does not match with our plans. So if something changes, I need to track instantly to prevent the effects of the changes. Let's give an example for that. So if any of your customers would like to change the delivery date, or basically your fabric supplier had a problem to supply the goods in time, so what should we do? In companies using spreadsheets for planning, which version is the latest one? So does every party has got the updated version? If I will update my spreadsheet version, did I share it with other teams? And this is causing endless meetings, and for sure some important points will go unnoticed, and at the end, with overtime or late shipment also, or air shipments will be occur here. So this will affecting the sustainability goals negatively. FRP can provide a great visibility for mentioned problems. So just in one single source of truth, I mean just a single data lake. It's very important for the digital transformation as well. All the parties can see the effect of any changes in real time. The responsible people can be defined in fast track plan. So if something happens, they will be informed automatically. Not only having the possibility of using the whole capacity and the potential using FRP will reduce the rework, overtime, and the late shipments, also the air shipments, which is also giving a great negative sustainability score for the companies. Plus on that, we have got also fast react fabric product, which is optimizing the fabric consumption. So maybe you know that the 50, 60, sometimes 70% of the overall cost, as well as our main raw material, is the fabric. So if there will be unnecessary fabric buyings, which is also standing there, or if I cannot also organize my fabric which is going to be cut, and there will be a lot of remnants, then I'm going to create a negative, let's say, sustainability. So that in order to give them the most optimized fabric cutting and as well as the buying options, the FRF also leading the sustainability goals with a great digital transformation solution.
Okay, thanks, Milas, for answering this question. It gives us a good understanding of course digital solution and its impact on improving sustainability in the textile and apparel sector. So I think this brings us toward the end of Fireside Chat with our distinguished guests. We've gained valuable insight on digital transformation in fashion manufacturing industry. And now I think it's your turn. We invite all of our attendees to ask any question. Please type your questions in the Q&A section, and also we try to answer as many as questions. I would like to say, unfortunately, actually, Mr. Jalil had to, leave due to some other commitment. But don't worry, we have Mr. Milas here with too much experience to answer your question. Actually, please continue to type your questions in the Q&A tab. And actually, let's start with the first question. Milas,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a very good question, I think, from a Turkish company here. They ask, what are the key steps involved in implementing a successful digital transformation strategy, leveraging Coast Digital solution in the fashion supply chain?
So it's a good question. Thank you for asking this, and I like this Q&A session so that we can begin with the question. But before we begin, I would like to share something with the audience as well for the feedback and also. Okay, if you let me, then I will share that. So first of all, I will also ask for the question. So there's a lot of different points that we can discuss about what are the key steps involved with implementing a successful digital transformation strategy and with the leveraging of the Coast Digital solutions in the fashion supply chain. So first of all, as we also spoken a couple of minutes before that, it's very also mandatory to know what I'm going to transform. Okay, so that implementing a successful digital transformation strategy needs a strategy in the company that they would like to also make the digital transformation. So what is the first point? We need to know about our pain points. So that how can I know about my pain points? So you know what's going also what could be improved in your processes and so on. But sometimes there are some hidden places that also needs to be discovered as well, because sometimes while we are working we couldn't see all the improvement points that we have got, and therefore we are also providing in our digital transformation journey a discovery session step where the relevant people in the manufacturing teams are coming together with our experts which are coming from the textile industry and the fashion industry and the apparel industry, and also speak about some also processes and also discover what is the real pain points there. And so with knowing their pain points and also having a clear strategy for the digital transformation, we don't have to leave all the responsibility to the IT teams, which we have discussed previously, so that there is, and also there should be also a project owner in the company, so that the project owners would like to make this digital transformation and also would like to follow up with the teams which are going to be a part of this digital transformation journey as well. And also, I need to add one more thing, that please note that digital transformation means not buying a software, a transformation of your processes, of your existing operating way, and therefore the project owner at the customer side is very important to be connected with and also to run this project in the company as well. It's not just like a software. You don't would like to also download it and use it. There is a transformation in the processes, and it will have a period of implementation, and in this period of implementation all our experts will also help you to make your transformation in a very quick and also robust way.
Very good. So, Milas, I think we are so lucky today because we have very good questions, and I hope that
There is a lot of questions.
attendees, stay with us for this very good information. The next question is I think, is very maybe popular for many attendees. It's about security and privacy. I would like to ask one of the actually the companies, how do you ensure data security and privacy within the digitalized fashion supply chain using your solution?
It's the good question. It's maybe the most common question that's asked to digital transformation purposes. So the data privacy is a stringent manner and very meticulous manner for Coast Digital as well. So all of our software as a service applications which are hosted, these are hosted on the Microsoft Azure Enterprise platform, and they are typed as the SOC 2 certificate. So the softwares these are the highest certification available in today's software as a service tool, and we go through that, certification regularly every year, and we know that we reattain the certification right, and these certifications apart from all the external threats which will be. And also the entire industry is facing on whether the software as a service applications, the certification also ensures that how we utilize the data internally. So how our software is and how you also know designed architecture prevent that the data security and the challenges and the threats, right? Both external and internal, and how do we consume the data which are available at our disposal because there are customer data. And when you let's say like this, when you come partner with these applications, how we handle those of data, and do we the user only for the technical issues, or are we going to use it for the parameters? So the certification agency, that they go through all the best practices or actual data consumption you have, also the what we architecture or software, etc. and etc. And they have awarded the highest possible the certification for solutions. So we, as no codes at the end of the day, we are a product organization. We have also been a product authorization for 270 years, and we know how the importance of protecting IP in our company's data, and we extend the same philosophy, the same culture to our customers as well. And yeah, with these codes, your data will be safe.
Very good. That's great. Next one also, I think, is a very good question. It's about potential risks and challenges. One of the attendees asked, what are the potential risks and challenges of digital transformation implementation projects we need to be concerned about?
That's a great question. So that there's a lot of risks and challenges that we couldn't also mention it right now in 5 or 10 minutes. So that the first potential risk and challenges that I need to also discuss, that it's not a separated IT business as well. And I'm underlining this all of this webinar. It's not an IT business. Digital transformation is not an IT business. IT is a part of it. You have to put your own know-how into that, your operational technologies. And if you can make both the transformation, then it will be a successful transformation. And also, if you will let the IT only to solve the problems, then there will be a lot of risks and challenges, because you are not also very well aware of what you're transforming. So the second thing is there should be a project owner, as I told in the previous question, that there will be the people who will be the champion of this transformation business. And also, if nobody will take the responsibility in the company, then there should be some, let's say, critical issues that couldn't be followed up. The project owners is very important. And also the strategy. Sometimes in my previous roles and so on, I have faced that the people are coming with, okay, we would like to do the digital transformation business. Okay, and what you would like to transform? They've got nothing. They have heard about the AI, they have heard about the VR, they have heard about the different elements of the digital transformation. They would like to implement it. But the main thing is that if you would like to implement such kind of a digital transformation solution, this is the biggest risk. If you don't know where to begin, then you can lose money. So that it's very important to focus on some problems that you like to solve. If you would like to get AI, the AI has to solve something. If you would like to get a planning tool, the planning tool has to solve something. And therefore, here we need again the operational technology information. I mean the know-how. Then it is also, there could be some blockers in the company as well, because I faced with that so many times that the people are thinking that the digital transformation, especially the AI, will take their jobs from their hands. That's not like that. It's not being designed for this. It's being designed for all the elements to ease your life to execute the repetitive jobs. They will not have your know-how. They would like to help you. And also, therefore, sometimes people are thinking that the digital transformation will hurt their jobs, and so that's not true. That's another risk that we have to consider. We can give more and more examples and challenges or risks, but please note that they are all solvable problems. But working with a solution provider which has got the industry know-how, the process will be much more quicker.
That's great. Very good. Thank you. So, the next question that I personally like it too much. Actually, they ask about ROI, return on investment, because it can be maybe give us very clear insight from Coast Digital Solutions. One of attendees ask, can you help us in working out detail return on investment ROI calculation for digital transformation project using Coast Digital?
Yeah, of course. I don't want to call it a scam, but it's something mandatory, I think, so that if we will think about the physical products, that you can touch it, you can feel it, you can feel the quality. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people who are very experienced who has joined in the webinar, they can also feel if it's quality or not, and so on. But what we are providing is the software, and so that in order to provide the software, in order to also give you the, let's say, the benefits of the software, the ROI is a mandatory part of it. So what can I tell you that? So that, as I told you a couple of minutes ago, that we are also running a discovery session in our processes. So that, what is the discovery session? Again, that we are also coming together with the responsible teams in the company, and also we are asking some questions. They are asking us some questions. So we are discovering the pain points, and on top of these pain points, in order to show how the software is working on there, we are providing a demo presentation to you. And after that, the discovering all of these pain points and so on, and after also presenting the demo sessions, yeah, we are providing the ROI for you. And also, this is, in a nutshell, we can provide the ROI with also getting the information from your side, and also giving you a report of some bottlenecks and the pain points. And plus on that, we are also providing this software, what will be your ROI, because ROI is very important nowadays. In a nutshell, yes, we are providing ROI. Well, let me look at the questions as well. Huh?
Yeah.
What is the ideal company size in terms of the workforce and scale for garment manufacturers to justify and investing in Coast Digital Solutions, just like Fast Track Plan, GST Coast? That's a good question. So there is, I can tell you that the ideal company size, because also we are not just only doing an apparel business for just some, let's say, basic styles and so on. Sometimes some small companies are working on some extremely hard styles and so on. Therefore, we don't also categorize the companies in terms of their, let's say, in terms of their, what was the question? Their also the ideal company size or the workforce or the skill. But again, I would like to underline that problem. First of all, if you would like to begin with a digital transformation journey, you need to point the problem that you have got. And so what we are also underlining here in terms of the solutions that we are also saying that we can improve the cost and time methodology in the companies. We can improve the, let's say, planning, which is a big part, so that the planning is very important, because there's not a lot of solutions out there. So first of all, instead of giving the companies that, instead of the workforce and scale, first of all, we need to also discuss about what is going wrong in that side, and also what is going to be solved. Then there is the solutions. We have got some solutions from the software as a service solutions, which could be also used by 3-4 users and so on, but more users as well. So there is some solutions that we are also giving as in premise as well. So, and also there is some solutions in terms of the software as a service. And in a nutshell, I can tell you that there is no ideal company size or workforce or scale for the garment manufacturers. The main point is what you would like to solve. what you would like to improve. It is the main point, and then it could be also designed for that problem.
Also, Milas, I think it's a good question. They ask about fabric production, or can GST apply to textile manufacturing, in particular fabric making?
Yeah.
Or maybe.
Yeah, yes, but please note that the fast track plan is taking as a first part of operation as a sewing part, and then also we are providing our solutions to the textile and fabric manufacturers as well. In order to get more information, I also suggest to contact with us, because this is not a question that
Yes,
could be
exactly.
answered in 5 minutes. So that with that, if you wish, and I would like to also share my screen if I am
Yes, it's
able
good.
to. Okay, please also scan this QR code for your feedback. I will take this for just 30 seconds, 1 minute. And also I'm going to show you another slide that has got also another QR code that you can also contact with us.
Yes, and so I think after this webinar, we will send this whole information, but also video to our subscribers and also the attendees, so they can also have the file as well.
Yeah, sure. But let me share this one as well. If you will scan this, and you will also land our LinkedIn page as well. And also, I think that we are okay with that.
Yes. Thank you very
So
much, Milas. I would like to thank.
I take the let's say the speaker role at the end of this webinar. I think, but thank you very much. Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome,
hosting us.
Milas. I would like to thank at the end of this webinar from all our panelists and especially attendees that they attend us today, and wish you the best. And I think we can close the session.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you
your
very much.
attendance. Thank
Have
you
a
very
good
much.
day.